We now have more evidence proving that Joe Biden's presidency is creating instability around the world and putting Americans' lives at risk. This is about what's happened yesterday in Jordan. Yes, we now have the government in Jordan who's come out to condemn the attacks on American troops that happened yesterday by the Iranian regime and of course their militias. And then they've also released documents confirming to Reuters and Al Jazeera and many others confirming that Joe Biden in fact betrayed the American troops. Now, this isn't the first time something like this has happened under not just Joe Biden's leadership, but of course the other US Democrats. So you had Hillary Clinton, who was in charge of the State Department when, of course, Libya happened. We had Obama causing so much chaos, and Joe Biden has been around when we had the fall of Afghanistan, the Ukrainian situation, and now this and Israel and everything else. But they never learn. Yes, as we said, Jordan has now come out to condemn the attacks before they actually released the evidence about how Biden betrayed Americans. Jordanian government said the dead and wounded Americans are far from the forces cooperating with Jordan in confronting the threat of terrorism, they're talking about Islamism, and securing the borders. And of course, this base was established as an infiltration point for the US Special Forces to enter and exit Syria and has been in place since at least 2015, and the base may not have been heavily guarded due to its use by special operations. Now, that was what we were told until now. Then we discovered, thanks to the Jordanian government, that they actually did ask Joe Biden repeatedly for more support to even defend their own base. He completely ignored them. Reuters can now confirm that Jordan did ask the American president for better border defense 3 months ago. They requested Patriot systems to strengthen their border. At the time of the requests, they were concerned that the conflict in Gaza would actually spread. They knew that. They said, we asked the American side to help bolster our defense system with Patriot air defense missile systems. They also asked for more aid to tackle drones, which had become a threat on all our fronts, they said. It's unclear whether the US obviously fulfilled their requests. I mean, that's what we have to state, but we know, we can see that they didn't fulfill the request. We can see that somehow Pentagon and the White House decided they got other priorities, and American troops who have been asked to go to all these bases around the world to defend the American interests and of course the peace and stability in the region. That's what they say obviously to the media. They've been completely abandoned again, just like what happened in Libya and the embassy, just like what happened in Iran back in the 1980. Every single time we have a US president who is a Democrat, somehow, on the one hand, they become neocons or warmongers. On the other hand, they also become very incompetent at being globalists, at being the world police. So maybe it's time to change that mentality. Maybe it's time to say no to the American globalists.